Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me today again for another video for IQ options strategies. Today I'll be sharing with you a strategy where we're using fractals and the volume to determine our entry and exit in trades. Alright, I'll be sharing other tips with you as we go through the videos, and so therefore and just stick around and stay. Let me just head straight into it. I'm going to show you how we add our indicators. In case you're not familiar with them, then you go to your left hand side on your screen and you just see there's a widget thing there. You see it says indicators, so you're going to go to the popular section, and then you're going to pick up fractals, and you pick up fractals, and then you put it in and apply it as is. So what I'll be using the to fractals to determine are the areas of value. The areas of value, as you can see here, is where the prices goes up sharply or goes down sharply. All right, so these arrows here, yes, and it's even stronger whenever you have a red candle and a green fractal at the top. It you see shoots down. Whenever you have a green candle and a red fractal at the bottom, prices tends to go up. So yes, but the fractals are used to spot the areas of value. So that's what we'll be using that for. The volume, as you can see here, we only get this volume with the live markets. And so in order to add that volume, maybe you go to indicators and then you go to wigs, and then you click on volumes and you enable, and then you can get this one here. All right, that's how you get that. All right, so not next thing that we have here, as you can see, so pretty much we'll be using the volume and the along with the fractals to help us determine where we're going to enter and exit the trades, whether we buy or we sell. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing pretty much. All right, so we'll be taking, we're using, by the way, please note, we're using 1 minute candlesticks as well. 1 minute candlesticks, and our time frame, typically I'll be taking trades between 1, 2 and 3 minutes. Yes, those are the time frames that I'll be using. Going with $10 because, as you know, even though this is a practice account, risk management is very important, and so therefore it's good for you to practice risk management while you're trading as well. So pretty much we'll be looking we're looking for trends as it relates to the volume. For example, whenever we have a trend, as you can see here, we have three hours, and then that's showing us that the market is trending in a particular direction, and so therefore we'll be thinking about taking a trade in that direction. And so therefore that's what the volume is for. As it relates to the fractals here, the fractals saying that the prices should go up. So let's see if volume supports that, and let's just look here and see if we can get a trade from this setup here, because this fractal, whenever you get a red and red or a green and green, it usually goes in the opposite direction. That's a fractal, that is. And so therefore this is saying that prices should go up. So let's see what's going to happen here. Currently I'm not seeing that, so I've got one green tower here, waiting to see what this one ends in, if it's going to be green tower or a red tower. If it's a red tower, that means that it's highly likely that the prices will continue to go down. So let's be patient and look around and see what's here. Also, while we're waiting there and looking, then we're going to be looking here. As you can see, we can zoom out, we can take a wider look on the chart, and this would basically tell us what's happening here. All right, so as you see here, so this is what we're looking at. So this was the era of this year. This peak was resistance earlier. So now let's see if it's going to become support, and let's head back on over and see what's happening here. So we're at this one, getting the red. Then so this is suggesting to me we're having red kind of here, and this looks like we're going to have to wait a little bit longer before because the market looks like it's about to consolidate, and whenever the market is consolidating, folks, it's not usually a good time to take a trade. All right, it's very, whenever the market is consolidating, it can go in either direction. So here it was consolidating and then it broke out, and it was consolidating. So it's best to wait until the market breaks before you take your trade whenever it's consolidating. All right, so let's see, we're having a slight break, and so we're going to go over to 1 minute, and let's just wait for it to come back down to here. These areas here will have all these wicks, and then we're going to take a sell, buy rather, Alright, so let's wait a little bit. It's taking a little time to come down. It's going to take some time. As you can see, we have two green towers here. That means the price is trying to go up. Chances are it might not come all the way back down here. So we're going to have to wait a bit, and we're going to take a buy trade. Alright, we're waiting, waiting for that opportunity to take a buy trade. But let's look and let's see what's happening here now. Let's see. I'm going to increase. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're going to buy here now. Alright. Mind you could have taken this trade with the 30 seconds, or you could have increased it to another minute. Either way should be just fine. But as I say, of note also, whenever you're placing the trades, ensure that you place one trade at a time. You can do more than one trade at a time, per more than one contract, that is. So for example, I only open one contract here. So in a case where you're hedging your trades, then you're going to open two, because you open two trades in opposite direction, and so that kind of helps you. You gain from it some of the time. If you're really good at it, then you can gain a lot from hedging your trades. And so therefore, this one where as I said, the market is consolidating, not the best time to take a trade, and this is the end result, right? So you have to be very careful in markets that are consolidating. So rule number one, not rule number one, one of the rules whenever you're trading, avoid markets that is consolidating. Markets that are consolidating, they are uncertain markets, and it's highly likely that 9 out of 10 times you're going to end up on the wrong side of that trade. All right, so this was a trade that we should have avoided, and I just want you to make note of that, folks. So we're just going to move forward again and look for another opportunity, and let's just wait and see here what's coming our way. All right, then, so here we see we have a nice little setup. This looks like it's going to break down further, and so therefore let's just wait for it to touch up back a little bit and before we enter the trade. All right, so we're going to set an alert there, so as soon as it hit that point, so we're going to look to take a sell. All right, so let's just wait here. All right, wait a bit. See, the fractal comes in now, and this is telling us that prices will most definitely be going down a little bit further. All right, this fractal here, as you can see, green on green, suggesting that prices are going to fall. All right. So let's wait on it. So this is another thing whenever you're trading, folks, avoid consolidating market. That's one. Also, you need to be very patient. And the next thing too, you have to practice proper risk management. Otherwise, you're going to end up losing all your money before you intend to. Well, you don't want to lose any money, but you're going to end up losing all your money if you're not careful. All right, so let's wait here now. As you can see, it's now coming back up, and so this is an opportunity to maybe go for a sell, but let's just wait and see how this forms at the end of the day. All right, so let's go down to tighter time frame, and we're going to go for a sell here. All right, and let's just see here now. So we're going for a sell. As you can see, before I close this video, I'm going to show you how to hedge your trade. So as I said, whenever you hedge a trade, you basically open trades in two directions. So you take a sell option and you take a buy option. And so therefore, at the end of the day, what it does really, you can end in a profit depending on where you place your trades. And some of the times it really does minimize your loss in case, for example, you place a trade 10 on selling, 10 selling, 10 buying, $10 selling, $10 buying. You could, let's say you end up on the wrong side, you might end up only losing maybe $2, $3, $4, yeah, instead of $10. Yeah, so it's as you say, that's how it goes. This was a very close one. As I said, we took this one with about 30 seconds left on the clock. So hence the reason why when you take the trades kind of last minute, that's what happened. So you're living on the edge. That's not the best way. We want clean breaks whenever we're trading, and so that's always best. All right, then let's look at the volume again. The volume is saying that we have a lot of sellers here in the market. As you see, all this red is suggesting that we have a lot of sellers. And volume takes into account the number of units for sale, and so therefore you have mostly units that units are on sale now. So if you say units are on sale, as it relates this here, the chart reflects the prices. So prices are heading down, as you can see here. Let's back our timer to 3 minutes and wait another opportunity here. As you see this one, let's just wait for this one to form and see what it's going to turn out to be. As I said, typically if we have 2 to 3 towers of the same color, we look to take a trade in that direction. All right, so pretty much we're working with the volume and also how the market is structured. Currently this market is it's in a it's in a, I would say, partially bearish, because as you know, partially bearish, it's not full on bearish, it's partially bearish. As you see, we had a fallout here and now we're having a fallout here again. I mean, so these are the tops, this is a bottom, as you can see. All right, so it's having a fallout again, so chances are this is trying to form, it appears like a new a new a new a new new support, new era of support, but it's going to be tough because, as you see, we had a fall off from here all the way down. We never had it on and it's way past this support here. This support, the chance are once it breaks the support, there's a high possibility that it's going to break down further all the way back down to here. So it's highly unlikely that prices might go from here, like shoot back up to this point. Right, it might come back up to about here and then it's going to make its way all the way back up here. Right, so anyways, let's look for the opportunity. So as you can see, our volume is saying that it has hit one of my alerts. So therefore, let's take a closer look now. This is the area of value. This is the area where prices went down the last time that it came here. So let's just look and see based on what we're having here. This we have the bullish candle is bigger than the bearish one, so this is suggesting that we have some bulls in the market. So we have to be keen, and as I say, we're in a partially bearish state, so you can't just jump ahead and take a buy here. It's not smart to do so. But let's see what's happening here now, and if we can get a second candle, second green tower, that is. I'm gonna step back up my time because I can't take a trade on that chart, especially a buy trade. Yeah, I can't take a buy trade on that chart time. As you can see, as I say, we're in a partially bearish state. So pretty much we should be looking for selling opportunities, but buying opportunities will present themselves. And as I say, we're looking at the towers here, and so therefore let's just take our time and be patient. All right. As you can see, let's see when it comes here. I want to see what it's going to look like. This is the area where we should be retesting, and so therefore let's see what happens. These areas there, those areas there, so here and here, two key areas. So let's see which direction it's going to break into, if it's going to break above this or break below this. And this is suggesting that prices should go up based on the two green towers here. The prices should go past and head for this line up here. So let's wait and let's wait a little bit, and we're going to take this up our time some more. I'm going to take a buy trade. All right, I'm going to take a buy trade, wait for it to come back a little bit. All right, it's going to come back a bit. Come back, come down to our area here, and then we take a buy trade. I'm going to take a buy now. All right. Okay, and as I was saying to you earlier before, whenever you open your options, it's smart to only open one option per. Is it per trade? I don't think I'm wording this correctly, but I have an option open now, and my suggestion is you don't open another option in the same live option here, because the system has a way, in my opinion, of tracking down your entry points, and so therefore they'll be tracking down your entry points with the intention of ensuring that you don't profit. So even if you pay close attention to some of those persons on YouTube that are doing videos as it relates to strategies, options trading strategies, you realize that they actually don't do like that. They don't the multiple entries. per contract. As you know, all of these are contracts, as you know, an option contract. So they usually enter like single contracts at a time, single contracts at a time, single contract. So within the time frame, that is, for example, we're trading over 1 minute time frame, they enter one contract during that 1 minute rather than entering multiple contracts. Because as I said, the thing is, when you enter multiple contracts, the system tends to hunt down your entry points, and so therefore it's I believe that the system steal from you. Because even though you're in a good position and you see a good option here, and you enter the option and you say, hey, I should, yeah, that it mess you up like that, and then it takes away your money, because it's like the casino, as I said. So you have to be smart. We have to trade smart. We have to be patient. Hence the reason why we have to be very patient. So if we have an hour to trade, if you take 5 trades during that hour, it's not a problem. 5 trades, $500. That's nice. A lot of us don't make 500 US dollars per hour. Well, I would say 90% of us don't. Alright? 90% of us, and when I say of us, I'm talking the world. We don't make 500 US dollars, bro. Alright? So we have to be patient, we have to be smart. Alright? So let's look for another opportunity, and then we're going to close this off. Alright, so let's look and see here now. Let's change back the time to 3 minutes and do a proper look in. You can see this bearish candle here, it's smaller than the bullish one, so this is not really a good time to enter a sell trade. Mind you, it should be coming back for this area, and so maybe another trade over a minute could be interesting. But let's look here. As I said, we're looking at the volume. The volume isn't supporting a sell at the moment. All right, so let's see what color this tower ends in, and then that would tell us some more. All right, so let's see how it's going to shape up. We have a minute and 50 left, a minute and 48 left, and our clock. And so as you can see, you don't have to take a trade. You're not bound to take a trade within the time frame. For example, you see I went and I clicked on 3 minutes. You don't have to take a trade within the 3 minutes. If the setup isn't right, then you move on. You move on and you analyze again, and you wait until your time comes for you to enter a trade. All right, don't just jump in because you can jump in. All right, remember, we're here to take money, make money, not give away our hard-earned money. All right, so let's be patient. All right, so let's see here. As you can see, the market is in consolidation phase, and this is where the problem comes in. Now in a position where it's not really smart to take a trade in this sort of market. So what typically I suggest to do, you, as you see, I have multiple pairs open here. You'd suggest you go to another one and do some analysis and see what it's like. Otherwise, you can sit here and wait a couple more minutes for the right opportunity. All right, so let's see what's happening here now. As I say, I'm about to wrap this video up, so I won't go much further into it. So I'm just going to wait here and see if I can find a good opportunity to take another trade here. All right, before I close this video off. As you can see, I'm going to add another minute to what I'm doing here. As you can see, we have a red tower here. So this one is coming up. If this one stays red, then this is a good sign that we can sell. All right, this here now, this is saying that there's a good sign we can sell. All right, so wait for it to go back up. All right, it hit the areas of value. Mind you, want to enter your trade, and what I'm waiting for it to do is pull back up before I enter. I don't want to enter my sell too deep, and it's getting really deep, and so therefore I might find myself in a bit of trouble when I do enter this trade, because I would have entered way too late. I should have entered from over about here. So I'm gonna go selling now, and let's see if it's going to hold up, because it's coming close back down to this area that acted as support earlier. And so therefore you want to take your trade as high as possible, and so therefore hence the reason why I say patience is key, and you have to be very vigilant whenever you're trading. Try not to get distracted, because you can end up losing your money because you're going to enter the trade late, or you might enter it too early. All right, so here we entered this trade too late. We could still end up on the winning side, but it's going to be close. All right, so as you can see, we have a 20 something seconds left on the clock before this trade comes to a close. Mind you, whenever you're trading on a real account, as I can see, as I say to you, if you master it on your demo account, it can work on your real account. The difference is what you have to be. Here on IQ options, you have some persons who are VIP, and whenever you're VIP, your account, you have certain privileges. For example, you get better spreads and among some other things. So therefore now, folks, whenever you're trading and you see certain persons doing certain things and they're getting away, you have to be smart about the system. So the regular trader don't get certain privileges, but if you're VIP, you get certain privileges, and so therefore you get better spreads. And chances are, there's a higher possibility that you can get away with entering certain trades late. As you can see, this is a fully computerized thing. And so as I said, this is like the casino. Whenever you come here on IQ options or any other options platform, whether it's pocket options, volume trading, or Qualex, all of those, you have to be very mindful. So as I say, once again, as I said, this is where we end the video because I don't want to make it too long. I think I might be up on maybe about 20 minutes now. So as you can see, this is how you use the volume to trade here on IQ options and any other platform. If you're using it, pretty much the principle will be the same. All right, so thank you once again, and thank you for joining. Subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Thank you.